Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Emmanuel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing 5 things I look out for in a company. Now this may actually be before I get in or even just after I get in, okay? But there are a couple of things that I look out for to basically make sure that I'm in the right place, all right? And the first thing I do look out for is the company reputation. And the idea is I want to work in a company that has a good public image, you know? I think it's actually a no-brainer. I don't want to go into a company that is publicly known for bad stuff. I don't want to go into a company that is, causing harm to the environment or just doing anything that is not, I don't want to be associated with anything bad, all right? So that's basically it. Now, the second thing I look out for is the company culture. And this actually is very important because the company culture actually, leads up to the company itself and how it is publicly perceived. Because the culture basically describes or defines how people interact, how what the atmosphere is like when people come in. Do I want to go into a company that is so rigid and serious? No, I don't want to do that. I want to go into a company that is flexible, a company that is free, a company that is, basically promotes inclusivity. Everyone is basically just calm, casual, and can, interact with everyone, okay? So that's the second thing I look out for. What exactly is the company like? What are the company values? What are the things that the company actually is, concerned about, right? So that's extremely important. So the company culture, and you can actually get a hint of this during your interview process. You can also reach out to people that work in the company and you would get a feel, all right? For sure, I don't want to work in a company that I have to put on suit and tie and shoes and socks and then go to the office and then stay from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I don't want that, right? I want a company that at least trusts me enough to know that I will do my job regardless of the location that I am, okay? So now the third thing I look out for is growth opportunity. And this is very important because I've heard of people who, work in a certain organization for years and they basically are in the same position, the same pay, and I don't want that, right? So I want to make sure that if I come into this organization that there's actually room for growth, meaning that I'm not just going to remain maybe a junior developer for the rest of my life, but instead there is, room to grow, and not just room to grow, but also a path that can basically lead me to the next. Because you would often see companies where they say, yes, there's room for growth, but okay, so how can I grow within the organization? There's absolutely no idea. So I want to work in a company where, I want to check if the company has a clear structure to transition from my current role to the next level or whatever, role that I'm looking to, pursue in the future, okay? Now, the next thing I also want to check, which is my fourth point, is whether or not the company invests in the people. Now, this is very important because I want to work in a company that, values my person, that values my health, that values my mind, that values my time. So how much does the company care about the people? Do they invest in maybe, learning, maybe giving learning budgets for you to be able to learn courses online? Or do they give health insurance or, just some additional benefits, transportation, whatever, right? So I want to make sure that my company cares enough about me to be able to, at least give some benefits, right? Give some things that make life or working easier or more enjoyable, okay? And the next thing I also look out for is work-life balance. And to be honest with you, this is a problem because there are a lot of companies, especially for startups, they would basically just, if I wanted to be harsh, I would say they would just suck your blood. But basically they will use you till you are completely exhausted. But I don't want that. I want to make sure that this company basically gives me or cares about my personal life and just gives me that work and life balance. Now, if I choose to work overtime or work weekends, that should be my decision. But I wouldn't want any kind of company that will be calling me on the weekends and asking me to the progress of some task. No. So that's also one thing I look out for. What's the work-life balance? Does this company care about my personal space? and not like reaching me. You can reach me outside working hours, but I mean I'll respond. But if I don't respond and you are now bugging and calling all of these are just red flags. Okay, so these are roughly 5 things that I look out for in a company. If you have other things that you also look out for, go ahead and leave it in the comment section so that I can also start looking out for them as well. And for people who are also going to check the comments, they can look out for them as well. But that's actually it for me. So you guys stay cool.